Hari Om. So in the second chapter, after Arjuna surrendered to Bhagwan Krishna as a student and requested him that, O Lord, please enlighten me about the truth of life. I am obviously missing something very fundamental in my perception, and the consequence of that ignorance is this turmoil, the terrible grief, the stress in the mind, the disturbance in the mind, the absence of peace, and this state of despondency and despair. So I really want to know. I want to know the truth, and I request you to please tell me about the truth of life. After Arjuna surrendered to Bhagwan Krishna, up till now, till the last section which we studied, till shloka number 38, till this shloka there were broadly three sections. In the first section, Bhagwan says that looking from the point of view of your real reality, your truth, obviously you do not know your reality. The very fact you are worrying itself is a proof. Your fears, your anxieties, your disturbances, all these things are a proof of my not only ignorance, but also my delusions, baseless conclusions. One thing is ignorance, and another thing is knowing something opposite, baseless as the reality. So one thing is non-apprehension, and second thing is misapprehension. One thing is not knowing a thing as it is, and second is knowing it wrongly. Just as you know, whenever we are going in the dark, there's a rope lying on the road. I did not see the rope properly. And therefore, I thought that maybe this is a snake. So this is what is non-apprehension and misapprehension. In Vedanta, this is called as agyan and viprita gyan. Agyan is I do not know. Viprita gyan, I know something opposite, baseless as the reality. So this game is going on in our lives also. I do not know the real truth of myself, and thereafter I am taking myself to be just this small petty individual. So this problem is there, Arjuna, from the ultimate reality point of view, from your Atma point of view, from your truth point of view. You do not know the reality. You are taking yourself to be a limited guy who has been born and who is going to die after some time, and he wants so many dependencies from outside. He wants security, he wants comfort, he wants joy, he wants love, and all these kind of things. I want. This endless I want is an indication that whatever you are seeing yourself to be is limited, it is small, it is insufficient, and this is wrong. So the first point of view of my teaching over here was try to see the truth from your reality point of view. You will have to explore, you will have to contemplate, you will have to meditate very deeply to appreciate, and that also not by yourself. You will have to have company and guidance of some enlightened people who know this truth. And I'm so happy that you want to know the truth and you have surrendered as a student, and this is a great thing. So don't worry, from that ultimate reality, from your truth point of view, there is no question of grief whatsoever. Number two, suppose you are this perishable entity. Suppose for just discussion's sake, I accept that you are a limited person. You are a perishable person. You have come in this world, you'll stay for some time, and thereafter you'll go from here. Even from that point of view, Arjuna, suppose if this be a fact, then also why worry? Worry is just waste of energy. It's non-productive. You neither learn from worry, you can neither think straight from because of worry. And all these teachings, they just go over your head because you are a worried guy. A person who is continuously and endlessly worrying about something or the other, that person does not have the right disposition of mind to inquire, to meditate, to think, and unnecessarily suffer because of imaginary reasons. So, even if you are born and if you are going to die, which is something inevitable, that which is inevitable, nobody grieves. No intelligent person ever grieves for something which is a matter of fact. Just as we were seeing sunrises and the sunsets. And when the sun sets, it's going to rise again tomorrow. So also, when you look at the world and yourself, everybody is born, they are going to die, and again they are going to be born. Even though you may not directly see the connection from after your death to your next life. But everyone does not see everything from their own eyes. There's something called, logical inference. It is a logical proposition that nothing completely effaces in this world. Nothing completely dies off. It's just change in the form of energy. What is it which completely effaces, disappears once for all? In the world of energy also, we know it's been proved by every thoughtful, intelligent, scientific person that energy never finishes off, it just changes its form. From petrol, we take the energy and transform it into mechanical energy. Or we transform into electrical energy. So we are simply transforming energy. Energy never disappears. And thereafter it will take up another form. Nothing in the world ever goes into oblivion. Nothing in the world disappears completely into non-existence. Just observe this fact and stop worrying. So, from the second point of view, the reasoning and the stupidity of worry, the reasoning of not to worry, keep aside of all worries and live positively. Use your energy intelligently, use your energy in your challenges, but never worry about yourself. Number one, Atma will never die. Number two, even if it is perishable, then also accept the fact. Nobody worries about inevitable things. So in this way, this was reason number two. And the third reason which we had discussed yesterday specifically was that, have you ever wondered what is the objective of life? Objective of life is to sing your song. What does that mean? Everybody has got some unique contribution to make in this world. In Gita and also in the Vedas, in Upanishad, that is called as Swadharma. Swadharma means your intrinsic inspiration, your motivation. Everybody, every human being, anywhere at any point in time, in any place, everybody, they have got an inspiration. And the inspiration, they are of four categories basically, and finer details, the grey lines are there. So what is your inspiration? What is your motivation? Just as there is a musician, they have got love for music. There's a politician who has love to serve the country, serve the people. There is an artist who has love for painting. There is a scientist who has love to discover the truth of life. Everybody. And there is a businessman who has great inspiration and acumen to generate wealth. Everybody has got some unique inspiration. These are the four varnas which are described in our Shastras. Varnas are the coloring of the mind. Varna basically means colors. What is your colors? So what is your inspiration? Are you the thinker type, or are you the leader type, or are you the businessman type, or are you the service-oriented type? Service-oriented types, they are majority and they are very important for any country, any society, any family to work. And then there are people who provide necessary resources, money. They generate money. They are smart enough to generate money for their own selves, for their family, for the society, for the country, and for the entire world. So that is their brain, that is their music, that is their love. And there are other people who are not bothered about generating wealth. That motivation is not there. They can manage all the people who are generating wealth. Who manages businessmen? The politicians, the kings, the rulers. You can generate whatever wealth you want. I know how to take tax from you. So they'll generate, you generate wealth, I'll just take tax from you and I'll run the country. I don't want to generate wealth. That is your speciality. Do it your way. I'll give you opportunity. I'll give you the environment for that. So everybody have got their own music, their own inspiration. There are scientists, there are philosophers, there are teachers. So these people, they are neither interested in leadership. They are not interested in politics. He said, whoever party comes doesn't matter to me. I am not interested in business. I am interested in the direction in which the politics will take the people. There are different kind of ways of the society. There is materialism, there is communism, there is capitalism, there is spiritualism. So different kind of things are there. Who creates all that? Leaders just follow all these things. They are not thinkers. They have not created all these philosophies and visions. Somebody, some great thinker, they managed in our good old times. Here, every king had a guru, Raj Guru. The guru was the guide. In the case of Bhagwan Ram, his guru was Vashishta. So he was the person who was guiding the entire policies of the kingdom. Thinkers, the knowledgeable people, nowadays we have different names for them. Brain banks, think tanks. Think tank, brain bank, philosopher, give whatever name you want. But it is these guys, it is these policies which are created by them, leaders follow, and businessmen will have no other choice except to follow. They are the real leaders. So every country, every time, look in the history, there have always been people who have been great thinkers, great leaders, great businessmen, and the masses who have to follow. So Arjuna, look from your point of view, what is your music? Which genre of music you like? You like rap? You like, different kinds? What is your taste? Whatever music is there in you, you have to sing that song in the world. And Arjuna, you are a great leader, I know. Down to the core of your personality, you dream about this, you plan about this, you think about this. Even when you are conscious or when you are in an unconscious state, you are always thinking only that. Whatever is the most intrinsic inspiration in a person, that is manifested all the time. That's the basic motivation of everyone. So looking from that point of view, just enjoy your singing. Don't bother about, what I'm going to get, then you are not enjoying your singing. Or maybe you are basically a businessman. But I know you are a leader. You want your country to be like this. You want your society to be like this. You have a dream, you have a vision, you have a philosophy. And you are trying to implement that, and you don't like when these rascals are ruling your country. Evil people, bad people. You want to keep them aside. You want to convince them. If they are not convinced, you can even fight it out. You're a strong person. So from that point of view, this is called as Swadharma. From the Swadharma point of view, Arjuna, you are very, very lucky fellow. When a person gets an opportunity to finally express your convictions, maybe in the battlefield, or maybe on the discussion table, maybe in the meetings, but your point of view, you have an opportunity to express that, to prove that, to implement that policy. It's such a great opportunity. And living for your conviction and dreams, it's a great thing, I'll tell you one thing more. You know what is heaven? Heaven is a comfortable, respectable world which is got by people who live as per their convictions. You just live as per your convictions. Whether success or failure doesn't matter. You'll anyway go to heaven. Heaven, the doors of heaven are only open for those people who live as per their convictions. So Arjuna, it's a good news for you. The doors of heaven, they are open today for you and only for a short time. It's just like, on the various shopping sites, we get an opportunity. This deal is only for 2 days. If you want to get this deal, better, get this, purchase this product immediately, then you will get a 25% discount. And thereafter the discount is going to close. Similarly for Arjuna, the doors of heavens are open today in case if you can live truthfully for the well-being of the society, irrespective of the consequences. Suppose if some near and dear one is very sick, you will take them to the hospital. Your father, your mother, your wife, your child. In case if they are very sick, you are going to take them to the hospital. And you don't know whether going to the hospital will make them alright or not alright. I do not know that. But this is something to be done. And that which is necessary, that which needs to be done, irrespective of the consequences, when there is a person who has these strength of morality and goodness, that they are not bothered about their own personal emotions and inconveniences. If there are people in the world who are not bothered about their personal benefits and still they help, they are really good people. They are respected. Respected anywhere, wherever they go, such people are going to be loved and respected. That's the way to go. So today, you're fighting for your own country, for your own society. Whatever is good, that is for you to appreciate. But the fundamental question is that when you get an opportunity to live for the betterment of the whole world, so the doors of heaven are open for till the time the deal is there. Thereafter the deal will close. Before this war, I didn't have that opportunity. But this war can bring about a profound fundamental change in the society. Like in a democratic country, when the election happens, election is such an important and critical thing for all the leaders. Suppose if I win the elections, then I can start implementing my policies thereafter. It's a matter of responsibility, not a matter of joy. I have got my seat, I have got my power. It's not that. After that, I will have to work hard. humbly I'll have to work hard and implement my policies. So also war is such a thing. It's a terrible option. So many people die, but nevertheless, thereafter there is a profound change in the society. Well, all the negative people, they are kept aside. And you can, start implementing your policies without any problems. So that's a great opportunity. Every person should live as per their convictions. That is dharma, for the well-being of everyone. The people on the other side of in this war, the opposition, they're only living for their personal selfish goals. And you guys, you are working for the betterment of the whole country, for everyone. Your heart throbs for everyone. The heart of other people, there only throbs for their own personal gratifications, ego fulfillments. So that is the fundamental question. Everybody has a song to sing. Everybody has a goal to live. So looking from that point of view, this is the third point of view which Bhagwan has given till now. Now we enter the fourth section. In that he says, okay, fine, you live for whatever goals you want. But there is an intelligent way and there is a thoughtless way. In case, if you are really intelligent, so thereafter you will utilize your resources and energy intelligently. You will conserve your energy. You will conserve your resources and invest in that which really helps and matters. In the field of karma also, the same principle applies. Just as we apply these principles in the field of finance, you conserve your resources, you save your money, and thereafter you use your money for the betterment of the attainment of whatever goal you want. Build a house, build a business, and build some financial security or whatever it is. So what is the way to go? You conserve your energy. You conserve your resources. Save something and thereafter use this energy and resource for the attainment of your goal. Same principle applies in karma also. So that is what Bhagwan starts in this last section of his discourse. So there are two sections which are left behind now. And we have 2 days for our talks. So today we are going to discuss that, and tomorrow we will discuss the last section. Okay, so let us chant from shloka number 39. Today we will have to chant slightly more shlokas. So Bhagwan says, Esha te bhita sankhe buddhir yoge tvimam shunu buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi neha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः एकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखायनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचम् प्रवदन्त्यविपश्चितः वेदवादरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदाम् क्रिया विशेष बहुलाम् भोगैश्वर्य गतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानाम् तयापहृत चेतसाम् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदा निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थो निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्ध Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya Buddhau Sharamanvichcha Kripana Phalahetavaha Buddhi Yukto Jahatiha Ube Sukrita Dushkrite Tasmad Yogaya Yujyasva Yoga Karma Sukaushalam. So in these 11 shlokas, Bhagwan says, 11 or 12 shlokas, Bhagwan says that till now we have been understanding from the truth point of view. We call that the path of knowledge. There is one uniqueness that one should ultimately come to the knowledge of truth. There's another thing, that when you are finding it difficult to appreciate all those fundamental truths, the thing is that your mind is not yet ready. And the art and science of making the mind ready for the ultimate knowledge of yourself, the real truth of yourself, the truth of God, the truth of life, you need a very fine intellect, not a disturbed mind. A mind which has anxieties, fears, insecurities, aspirations, desires, and memories, and hurts, and dreams. Such a mind is not yet ready to know the truth. So you need to make your mind ready slowly and steadily. Take this as a mission now. This has to be the goal of such people, that I need to be what is called, what Bhagwan says, that become a yogi. What is yogi? As per Bhagwad Gita, the yoga word is so common that it is used for so many things. Today when you tell somebody, I am going to try yoga, so the only thing they can imagine is that you will be doing some bending exercise, which will bring about flexibility in your body and stimulation of your endocrine glands and whatnot. It will help you eliminate so many diseases, it will help you manage your weights, and also, your own body can take care of itself. So yoga is a unique art of even managing your physical body. It's a different thing. There are various forms of exercises. One is that you have to use weights. Another is aerobic. Do something so that you get exhausted and your breathing becomes very high, very speedy. That is all aerobics. They dance, they jump and do what. And there is a slow system. In yoga, it's a slow and steady system, in which body is made more malleable, flexible. So this is a simple challenge in yoga, that you should be able to bend, touch, and all these things. But that is not the real yoga. The yoga which is given in Gita, the yoga which helps us prepare for the knowledge of the ultimate transcendental truth. It is all about preparing your mind for that. Yoga is an art and science of making your mind quiet, focused, subtle, pure. Whatever helps to make your mind very pure, free from worries, anxieties. So there are different types of yogas. There is what is called the yoga of devotion, bhakti yoga. You really believe in God and so many anxieties, they will start dropping off. Today you are thinking that you alone are managing your life and therefore the entire burden is on your shoulders. In case you become something like, person who is riding a bike or a car, and somebody else is driving. You believe that person. So you can relax. You can see around. So also this world is being managed by somebody. It has been created earlier. And it will continue, being managed even if I disappear from this world. So there is a driver, there is a creator, there is a manager. And I need to see that. This is the philosophy of devotion. And there is a Jnana Yoga. There is an Ashtanga Yoga. And different yogas are there. And there is a Karma Yoga, which is an integrated approach. Karma Yoga requires knowledge and devotion and activity, everything combined. So different yogas are there. Bhagwan Krishna says basically yoga is that by which your mind is quiet, free from worries, free from burden, free from anxieties, yet you are acting very diligently, very intelligently. You are able to give out your best, yet there are no worries. There is an art of living. And that is what Bhagwan tells in this section. He says there are very fundamental principles, fundamental reasons of this art which I am going to give to you. So he says, suppose if you are not ready for Brahma Vidya, the ultimate knowledge, the Sankhya. Sankhya is the path of knowledge. And in that ultimately we realize Brahman, the ultimate truth. In case if I am not ready, and majority they are not ready. So everybody has go through this particular process, that first make your mind beautiful and then know the reality. It is just like an artist. When you want to paint something very, very subtle and fine, you make your brush very sharp. You take your time and make your brush very fine, because you have to paint the eyes and the smile and the expressions on the face. In case if your instrument is not good enough, then you will not be able to create. So also when you have to know the ultimate truth, then you'll also have to make your mind very, very fine, quiet, focused, concentrated, subtle. Capacity, you should have the capacity to go deep into everything. Today we find it difficult. It doesn't matter. Take your time and become a good yogi. So, okay, fine, Bhagwan. What should I do in that? What are the salient features of your prescription of yoga? So, Bhagwan says that what I am going to tell you, number one, buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. It's a very, very good statement in today's times. Whenever a person has to take some responsibility, take up a project, take up some work, that very moment various anxieties start, disturbance start. In case if the work field, any work field, if it brings about anxiety, stresses, suppose if there is success, then there is a possibility of arrogance. Suppose there is a failure, there is a possibility of sorrow, despondency. So these things, get associated with our work field, and this is called as karma bandham. So this bondage in the field of karma. So the art of work which I am going to tell you, this yoga prescription which I am going to share with you, first I'll talk about its benefits so that you are motivated properly. And one of the ultimate, beautiful benefits of this particular art of living is that, Arjuna, you shall not have any karma bandham. Karma bandham prahasyasi. You'll get over all the anxieties which are associated whenever a person wants to live life. Just think of it. The moment you have any goals, problems start. Disturbance starts, anxiety starts. So this thing will go away. And still you'll be able to work very nicely. So this is the benefit of the art of karma, which I am going to tell you. Number one, karma bandham. And you won't get any papa also. Papam naivam papam vapsisi. Today, you are in such a despicable state, pathetic state, worry. This is because we say that papa has manifested. You will not have that papa. If you start living as per that prescription, that art of living, which I would like to call as karma yoga. If you appreciate the art of karma, the karma yoga, then you will not have anxieties, you will not have any bondages. Another thing, he says normally in case if we do anything wrong, even inadvertently, unconsciously, unintentionally, then what happens? I'll have to do pratyavaya. The pratyavaya is there, and thereafter prashchit has to be done. I've done something wrong, then I say, okay, I'm so sorry, please excuse me, I did not mean that, I meant something like that, and you meant something like that. So, I'll have to try to resolve this situation. And then I'll have to, do something by which I can get over that unintentional consequence. This is called as prashchit. So Bhagwan says the prescription, the art of living which I am telling you, I'm going to tell you, neha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate. In that art of living, there is no pratyavaya, no papa, there is no prashchit, and there is no question of any sequence also. First do this, then do this. Nothing of that. You will be free from all the sequential happening of anything. It's a very unique component of this art. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Another beauty. So like a salesman, Bhagwan is first telling all the benefits of this art so that the fellow gets motivated. Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Even if you appreciate, assimilate a small bit of this, then also you will get over so many fears and anxieties. trayate mahato bhayat. So that thing will be there. So this is the unique art which I am going to tell you. Normally, whenever a person starts his life, there are so many goals. Suppose if I tell you Bhagwan is going to give you darshan, you prepare the list of whatever you will wish in your life. Your wish list. You don't know when God can come to you at any time. He can come to you any day. Oh, Alexi, I am so happy with you. I am coming in front of you. I am going to give you darshan. You can, prepare your wish list. Give me what you want and I will give you that boon, and lo, at that one moment, all your dreams, they're fulfilled. At least obstructions are removed and your dreams will be fulfilled. How many things you have in your list? Somebody has one, some two, some 1 dozen, some 100. And he says, Bhagwan, this is my list number 1. And the second list is just about to come. I want something for myself. I want something for my family, my children, my wife, my husband, my parents, my neighbors, my relatives, my whole society, my whole country. I have dreams for so many people. It's not mainly for myself. Any person who just lives for oneself is something not very good. Your life should be for the betterment of everyone. Bhagwan says normally people have dozens of goals, and the thing which I am going to give you, in that you only need to have one goal. So life is simplified. In case you just have one place to visit, then travel is easy. If you have a dozen places to visit, then, it's an endless process. And your energy, your resources, they stand divided. So that is what Bhagwan is, marketing his art. He's trying to, assure that before I present that art, at least this fellow has value for this. So, Vyavasayatmika buddhi eka iha kuru nandana. Here the goal is one. Bahu shakha inantascha buddhaya avyavasayinam. Those people who do not know this thing, they have dozens of goals. It is just like a tree with so many branches. And therefore, in case there is a river and you divide it in so many channels, then the power of the river is dissipated and divided. But suppose if you channelize your energy only in one channel, then it becomes a very, very powerful entity. You can create electricity. You can generate power. So therefore it is always good to have one clear goal in your life. So this is what I am going to tell you. So, when you see the world outside, majority people, they are always seeking things in the world. And there are people who are marketing that. I may be marketing my art, my karma yoga. I may be trying to, tell you a few things, good things about that. I'm trying to motivate you for that. Just as I'm trying to motivate other people in the world through the advertisement, through the marketing strategies, they are also motivating you to buy their products. Buy their products, buy their philosophy, by their religion, you become my disciple, you become my follower. So they are also, presenting their point of view in a very, very strong and effective manner. So he says, people who wish to go to heaven. So Bhagwan is talking about them also. So flowery, beautiful, interesting words and descriptions are given. You should go to heaven. Have you been to heaven? No. Oh, you have not seen anything. Go to India, What India, so much rush, so many people. It's the most populous country in the world now. It has beaten China. Once upon a time, China was, country with greatest population. Today, India has surpassed China also. So many people, teeming millions. You go to the market, people. You go to the forest, people. Go to any picnic place, all the rush. Take up any road, you'll have to be careful. Car coming from here, bus coming from here. And, you've got to be careful, otherwise you had it. So much rush. And these entire people, everybody is being, given all that marketing. Do this, do that, do this, do that. They are going to some place. And everybody has got a list of desires. I want to do this, I want to do that. At least, a nice house, nice car, and a nice wife, and some nice children, and good neighbors, good country, good economy, good business opportunities, clean air, and a good lake nearby with some good birds and good animals where I can walk, where I can, go around. I've got so many desires, My list has got so many things. So these people, they are being motivated to go to heaven. Okay, let us take that as an example. They gave all these scriptural validations also for that. Even Krishna, Vedas are saying that. Even that, Bhagavad is saying that. Even Ramayana is saying that. Even that, saint has said this. So they will give so many pramana, so many proof, just to convey their point of view, so that you start following their principle. So this is what is going on everywhere in the world. And basically they want you to have desires for something outside. Either buy this, taste this, come here and live here, experience this, visit my country, visit my village, buy from my shop, and all these things. So many desires, they are pumped in the people. Today we are being managed by, what this society is doing. What we eat, what we wear, what we enjoy, everything is decided by someone, and it is being pumped to us. And we just follow on that. And the game is that whoever can present their point of view strongly, effectively, it's a game of marketing going on. Whoever can do strong, effective marketing, that person wins the race. And finally, they want you to go to a state of heaven. Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam. So Bhoga and Aishwarya, all kind of pleasures, they are motivating you to get this pleasure, that pleasure. And the glories. Glories from outside, pleasures from outside, this is all what the world is being motivated into. Majority of the people, they are only Bhoga Ishwarya Gatim Prati. Bhoga Ainashwarya. Bhoga is getting pleasures, gratifications from outside. And Aishwarya, getting things which you now consider to be glorious, great, wondrous. So whatever the standards are fixed by the world, some smart fellow somewhere reassures that, this thing is effectively communicated in the mind of others. You just think about it. You go to heaven. Good, it's a good place. Very pleasurable, very comfortable. In heaven you won't have to work anything. You just say, coffee, and the coffee comes. I want now some snacks, some samosas. Okay, samosa. I want jalebi. Okay, jalebi has come. You just have to wish. It's just like going to a 5-star hotel. You need to have some money in your pocket, that is all. Otherwise, everything is taken care of. Yes, sir, what do you want, sir? And the sir says, I want samosas. Okay, sir, samosa is being served. Please wait for some time, hear this music and see this dance going on. By the time we'll bring samosas. So what happens in Swarga? In Swarga, everybody is so fascinated about heaven, heaven, heaven. What is heaven? Have you wondered about that? Here we say Swarga, in some places it say heaven, in other religions they say Jannat. Muslims will call that Jannat, Christians will say that heaven, here Hindus will say it is Swarga, but they're all same. What is it all about? It's not moksha. Going to heaven, going to Swarga, going to Jannat is nothing to do with your moksha. You will not be liberated. You will get a 5-star hotel with lot of money in your pocket. The money of punya, good deeds, good virtues. So that is what you have, and then when you go with that kind of wealth in your pocket, you are respected there. And you get all the kind of pleasures. Is that the ultimate life? Think about it. The moment your pocket, it gets emptied, now you don't have any money. These same guys, they have got some, huge fellows, bouncers. They will come and assure that you are kicked outside the hotel as early as possible. They know how to kick you off. But some very stubborn people, no, I'm not going to go. Don't worry, sir. We will hold you, catch you and throw you outside in the river. We have got a beautiful river outside. You're kicked outside. You are not respected. It's your money which is respected. And look at the joke. People think that they are smart, they are happy when they are depending on things outside. Depending on things outside will never bring happiness. If your happiness is always dependent on some person, some object, some pleasure, some place, then you are in a pathetic situation. You're always worried. I may not get that. So people who want to go to heaven, they are always depending on pleasures. They are depending on things from outside. Who is it who depends on things from outside? Who doesn't have any fulfillment inside. no clarity, no contentment. Their happiness is always from outside. They are extrovert people. People who are depending on somebody or the other. So this is the state of lives. At the moment that thing on which you are dependent, it goes away. Just imagine what will be your state of mind. If there is some person who you love very much and he or she goes away, what will be the state of your mind? Again sorrowful. Again that vacuum. So as long as we are weak inside, we are so lonely inside, we are insufficient inside, till that time our life will be full of problems, sorrow. We may get some moments of life where they are very pleasurable, but that pleasure is something like, getting any spicy food, and after spicy food your stomach is not alright now. Your throat is not alright, your stomach is not alright, but at the time of eating, you enjoy very much. You enjoy the Indori chaat. And when you take all the chaat, next day BP will go, sugar will go up, stomach will have acidity, throat will have another problem. Okay, best wishes. Now that is the kind of consequence. When we have to depend on anything outside, it's not a great deal. Not a very smart move. But that is what people have. Bhagwan says, I am going to suggest something else, Arjuna. Stop all that nonsense. See through all this game which is going on. Your aim should be to bring about strength within yourself. Live as per convictions and live intelligently. When it comes to happiness, you should be able to enjoy everything in life. Everything has its own beauty. And it has been made by God Himself. Whatever is in the creation is something very unique. Just as when we went to the lake in the morning, small flowers, small birds, and the waves, and the lake, and all the grass, everything has its own beauty. A bird perching on a tree, sitting beautifully, look at the colors. Awesome, everything. The sun, the mist, the fog, even that is beautiful. And suppose the sunlight comes, of course, that also has its own beauty. The creation is very beautiful. You are beautiful, others are beautiful. Flowers, animals, birds, the whole planet, everything is beautiful. And today your mind has been, brainwashed. The joy is only when you get samosa. Ananda is only when you get jalebi. And when you go to heaven, then alone there will be happiness. They're stupid fellows. Happiness you could have got in any place. This is smart living. Beauty is not outside, beauty is in the beholder's eyes. In case if your perception, the way you look at the world, that vision is beautiful, you will find beauty everywhere. In case if your eyes, your mind, your perception is not beautiful, even when you go to heaven, I'll assure, you're not going to find joy over there also. A person who's inflicted with very strong likes and dislikes is never going to be happy anywhere. To get rid of all that. The goal should be quietude of mind, contentment of mind, the peace of mind within. Go around in the world as a blessed person. In case if you start your day with a very pleasant mind, with a blessed mind and thankful mind, mindful of gratitude, oh God, I've got another day. Thank you, Bhagwan. Thank you, Shivji. You have given me another day in my life. I could have died in my dream also. While sleeping, I could have died. And I wouldn't have woken up. I have woken up now when I'm getting up. The birds are singing, the sun is rising, and beautiful winds blowing. Look at the skies, look at the trees, look at yourself. Everything is so awesome. In fact, your mind should be beautiful. If your mind is beautiful, you will find heaven right here. And I won't say you will find heaven because heaven is not a very intelligent proposition. If Bhagwan comes and says, okay, what do you want? Want to go to heaven? He says, no, Bhagwan, I don't want to go to heaven. Because in heaven, I have to depend on things outside. I have to get joy from outside. I want to get a boon where I don't have to depend on anything. I am an embodiment of joy and gratitude and blessedness myself. Either you work for just pleasures, momentary pleasures, thinking that, things outside give you pleasures. No. It is your fulfillment and the expression of that in the form of love. Getting joy and giving love, they're two different things. What is important for you? Getting love or giving love? If getting love is important, then you are going to have a stressful life. In case if giving love is important, you will be happy anywhere. You will be happy even with the daya around. Daya is only wishing that I may get somebody who gives me attention, who plays with me, who gives love to me. And suppose if some person comes to ashram who can give love and care to this guy, he is on top of the world. He has got his heaven. So you are the giver. In case you are all the time the giver of respect, of love, so this is the beauty of your mind. Why are you getting so many anxieties? Other people, they get little successes and they then think they are happy. What I am telling you, you will get an ocean of joy right here. When you depend on things outside, certainly you are going to get some joy. But that joy will be like small puddles of water. The proposition which I am giving to you is, why not have your heart full of ocean of water? Either your heart can be full of water or you can depend on small puddles of water outside. When you get fulfillment from outside, you get one small iota of joy. And you want to hang on to that, get attached to that. And you are thinking that you are living in a very lucky, smart way. Bhagwan says it's unintelligent. Intelligent is that work slowly and steadily to make your mind contented, blessed and gratified. I call that process to be the real essence of yoga. Always keep your mind yogastha kuru karmani. Karma should be done in order to attain the state of yoga. What is that yoga? To attain a state of mind which is awake, energetic, jovial, gratified, happy, blessed. And then you start your day. If you start your day with a mind which has endless dreams and depending on things, then alone you'll be happy when you get this, when you get that, then alone you'll be happy. That is not a very intelligent way to live. Work to bring about the yoga state of mind. Yogastha kuru karmani. Remain happy, blessed and gratified just by the fact that you today are living. You are a living being. You are a human being. It's such a great thing. Have you ever felt very blessed just by being a human being? Just think about it. It's such a great thing. You should feel gratified. You should feel happy about it. And in case if you are happy within yourself, then a happy person doesn't depend on things outside. Whatever they are there, I'm not rejecting things outside. But I'm not depending on them. I accept and rather give them. When your heart is full of happiness, you'll give happiness everywhere. When your mind is full of joy, then you will give joy everywhere. If your mind is full of love, you are going to give love everywhere. Your children will be blessed, your wife will be blessed, your parents will be blessed. When there is somebody who is always giving love, who can give love? When somebody has love. So work to have a mind which is blessed, gratified, happy. We call that mind sattvic mind, a mind of a devotee, a blessed mind. So some goal has to be there. But what goal? This goal has to be there. If any person who's continuously working, you are working so that your bank balance increases. You're working so that your business empire, it increases. Your prosperity increases. The objects of gratifications, they increase. Says, no, Arjuna. Don't depend on such things. Whenever a person depends on things outside, in other words, they are saying, I am so empty inside. A person who is empty within will have to, get hold of some crutches outside. When my legs are weak, I'll have to take some sticks and then walk around. My life cannot be without things outside because I'm so empty inside. So don't live with that kind of philosophy. You can and you should work to bring about a blessed state of mind. That is called, yoga. So working for the beautification, purification of mind is the goal which Bhagwan says. Don't work just for money. Money will come. In case if there are nice, intelligent people, money is going to come. Whatever you do, if you do with so much passion, love and intelligence, slowly and steadily business will prosper. Any business. There is a shop. He makes very good samosas. In case if you make good samosas, if you give your heart and soul to your work, what will happen? If you enjoy your work, everybody would like to buy samosas from you. Isn't that a fact? Will these people have to worry, how am I going to sell samosas and market samosas, do advertisement for samosa? Just forget. Don't worry. Make every action very loving, an expression of your joy and love. Can you do anything with great love, great joy, great intelligence? Because you have that love, you have that intelligence. So work for that goal. And whenever you work, don't worry about the fruits of actions. Whenever you do anything, Bhagwan says, a very famous statement, very famous shloka, number 47. He says, Karmanyavadhikaraste, your role is only to act nicely. Your action should be beautiful, intelligent, dynamic, loving. Never worry about the fruits of actions. Bhagwan says that department is with me. I'm going to give you fruits. Whether a person believes or they do not believe, whether a person is a great devotee or they do not believe in religion also, they don't believe in God also, doesn't matter. When they will do some karmas, they do get results, isn't it? Whenever you do any karmas, results are inevitable. That is my department and you are all my children and I am going to give you results. In case if you do not do your karma and you are getting worried about the results, then what will happen is that your karma will not be good enough. You will be living with full anxieties and worries. And you will not be able to do your best. So I want that you should do your best. Every moment do, live properly, intelligently, live holistically. With your mind, your heart and soul, your body. Everything, live every moment of your life fully. That is called as holistic living. Live holistically and without any worries and out of love. Try this. This is not a very prevalent art of living. But I want, Arjuna, you to live like that. Forget about what is the timeless and birthless and all that, one Atma is there, Brahma is there, God is there. All right, they are there. But not any Tom, Dick and Harry, they can just go and understand that. It's not so easy. Because it requires a very fine, beautiful mind. Till the time you have a yogi mind, knowledge will never come to you. So why not use your mind to become a yogi? Why not start living your life in such a way that you become a yogi? So he says, what is yogi? Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. This is the definition of yoga as per Bhagwan Krishna. Yoga is whether it is success, whether it is failure. The beauty and the gratitude, the purity, the intelligence, the devotion in your mind should never disappear because of success or failures outside. Either you are going to get siddhi or you will get asiddhi. Siddhi asiddhayoho. Whether it is success or whether it is failure, be unperturbed because of them and retain the balance and beauty of your mind in all situations. Take this as a goal of life. And I am going to test you. I will give you such situation that you will become disturbed. Because it's a test. In examination, we get those kind of questions which I can't imagine. There is a game going on between the student and the teachers and the examiners. We prepare all different kind of questions. And the teachers thinks all kind of questions which I do not know. And he'll give that question which I do not know. He'll give that challenge by which I am normally always worried about. So he says, I'll keep on testing you. And I will see whether you can retain your belief, your shraddha, your faith, your balance, your intelligence, your blessedness. It is just like, a person who is doing water skiing. You'll have to balance your board on the water. Whether a wave comes or whether it goes down, can you retain your balance? If you don't retain your balance, you fall down and break your legs. And so many people, they meet with accidents. In case if they can retain their balance, then they enjoy. What a beautiful joy it is. Floating on water or doing skiing on the snow. Or whether also, this, even on the roads with skates they go around. Rollers they go around. So also in all situations of life, can you retain your balance? If yes, you become a yogi. From my point of view, that is the real yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate, and this by far, Arjuna, it is a very, very great art to learn and to master. And when you start living like this, then your mind becomes beautiful, your mind is pure. And when your mind is pure, then you get over all the different moha, viprita jnana, all the opposite baseless conclusions in my mind. I'll soon be able to get over all that. And you become what is called as a man of knowledge. You'll wake up an enlightened man. So this enlightenment, this self-knowledge can come to everyone. But it cannot come to those who are always worried and disturbed. So first phase of sadhana has to be to bring about that state of yogi. Not that just exercise, that is also nice, but that is not the real yoga. It may help us to attain yoga, because a good health is necessary for yoga. But what is the real essence of yoga? That mind. Sattvic mind, blessed mind, devoted mind, intelligent mind, gratified mind. This is what you should aim at. So this was the section number 4, which was there in the second chapter. Few things are there, few shlokas are left in this section till shloka number 53. Bhagwan is saying, Now, I think we should read these 3 shlokas and then we can enter the last section tomorrow. Karmajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tyaktva manishina janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchantya namayam yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha shrutive pratipannate yada sthasyati nischala samadhavachala buddhi tada yogam avapsyasi. So Bhagwan says that Arjuna, having attained this state of yoga, anybody who becomes a yogi, this kind of yogi, maybe your definition of yogi is different. So I cannot, give any assurances about your definition. My definition is not about just good physical health. My definition of yoga is to have a blessed mind which does not want anything. It has no desires. It doesn't want to go anywhere. There is no question of depending or doing anything. You become free from all those things if you appreciate my definition of yoga. And not many people know also about this kind of yoga. So think about this, go into this, and once you have a yogi mind, you can inquire about the truth of your own self, and even God who is residing in your heart. Ultimately, that is the goal of yoga. I can meditate, I can explore, I can investigate the truth of myself. And it is the knowledge of myself as one with God that alone is liberation. Just a healthy body and a healthy mind, all this thing is not really the goal of life. Goal of life is to know the truth of yourself. And a yogi mind is an ideal instrument to know that mind. So therefore, having a beautiful, thoughtful, intelligent, sensitive mind, and thereafter exploring the truth of yourself as per the statements of Bhagwan, and thereafter becoming awakened, enlightened person. Every person in the world can do it and should do it. And this is the way to go. Janma bandha vinurmuktaha padam gacchanti anamayam. They become free from birth and death. They become timeless, ultimate reality. Even if somebody knows this possibility, then they'll start exploring, working for that. Many faithful people also, they are not aware that I can do it. I need to do it. That is the kind of knowledge and Shraddha which they have. They have not been reading Gita properly. They are fascinated by some achievements outside. So such people, one who wakes up to the truth of themselves, Atma as Brahman, Atma as one infinite divinity, one non-dual reality, they become one with God. And those who are one with God, and whatever situation comes in life, they will never be disturbed. Their prajna becomes stabilized, sthita, and they are called as sthita prajna. So sthita prajna is the ultimate goal, and that is to be attained in stages. Stage number 1, become a yogi, have a beautiful mind, and thereafter, once you become a yogi, know the ultimate truth of life. And that truth of life is not just intellectually known, you discover that you are that. That is the goal of life which Bhagwan Krishna is telling Arjuna even on the battlefield. So with this, the discourse basically comes to an end. Over here, I have just given a very broad overview. Normally, we go into each and every word of the shlokas. And we take a long time to revel in the beauty of shlokas, like we are doing in the morning class. In the morning class, we are doing the same second chapter for the Swamis of the ashram. But we are doing all that based on the Shankar Bhashya, the commentaries of great Acharya. And there's so much treasure hidden inside every shloka. We revel in that, we explore that, we dive into that, and I try to appreciate the truth of that. So that is the goal. To you also I am suggesting yoga, Brahma Vidya, self-knowledge. So with that, Bhagwan Krishna, he completes his discourse, and thereafter there's a question which comes into the mind of Arjuna. And that question and its answer is the last section of this chapter, which we will do tomorrow in our last discourse of this series. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Namaha